Hey everybody, this is Will, Spectrum Wanderer. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my solo cabin on Celebrity Beyond. It's on deck 6. All of the solo cabins on the Beyond are on deck 6. So that's the deck above the lifeboats. So the lifeboat or safety, I refer to it as the safety deck, but the deck that has the lifeboats, the solo cabins are right above that, and you'll see it when I show the window. One thing about this quick tour is I'm going to show you what it's like. I'm going to show you that I've been living in it. I feel like too many room tours are too nice, like they're too clean. Unless you're a travel company and you wanted to make it look pristine and stuff, that's one thing. But I feel like when it comes to like content creators like myself, I just think showing people what it's like to actually live in these cabins is better. So you can see our stuff all around the cabin. I put some of the sensitive stuff away, like undergarments and stuff. So you're not going to see any of that, but yeah, you're not. Anyway, so we're going to start at the front door, and this just shows you what deck you're on right here. It even tells you your assembly station in case there's an emergency. You just go here, deck 4. A4 is the station number, and it's in the theater. So it's on deck 4, all that good stuff. All right, so here's a mirror, a full-length mirror that you can use to get ready. The carpet is really nice in here. It's supposed to be like, more elegant, contemporary, that sort of thing. All right, so stepping into the bathroom, you have a picture here, you have your towels, storage on the side here. You have a nice sink, or vanity. Some people call it a vanity. Very nice sink. Toilet's right there. You have a drain there. And the shower is not your typical tube shower. This is a box. And there's plenty of room in here. The water pressure was great, the temperature was great. So it's a very nice shower. And if I close the door, these doors have magnets, so it's not a latch anymore. I mean, you can lock it. I don't know why there's a lock here. It's only a solo cabin for a solo traveler, but these are not latch doors anymore. They're just magnets, so you just have to push with a little bit of force and it'll open. So one thing I love about this ship is the attention to detail. Now I'm showing you the paneling because I want to take a minute and just ask you, where is the door in this thing? The crease is right here. This is where the door is. So if I go here, if I turn it this way, it's just about invisible. I mean, except for down here. Now you can really see it down here underneath this thing. But the attention to detail on this ship is just pristine. Very thought out, well built. So this is a smart ship. So you have your temperature control panel here. So you can control the lights, turn them all off, you can dim or have them all on. And you even have settings on here. You have, let me focus. You have a morning setting, movie, evening, and sleep. So the blinds right here, that controls the blinds there for the infinite veranda. So I'm going to open it back up because I don't need to close it right now. One thing before I move on is the storage. This is the hanging storage for a solo cabin. There's my water down there. And I have one of those closet organizers from SoulGuard. You know, this video is not sponsored, so keep that in mind. And down here you have a mini fridge in case you want to have some cold stuff. There's a safe, and I just put my toiletries bag down here. A disclaimer, this area is really the only shelves that are big enough to put other clothing if you want, because besides that, this hanging storage is the only storage that you have in this cabin, this type of cabin, and that's a negative about it. Unless you have that hanging closet from SoulGuard like I do, then your only other option besides hanging your clothes is putting them on those two shelves. Now there is a desk in here, which is pretty nice. You have a mirror, a backlit mirror. You have a charging box with all your plugs. You have USB. You have US plugs and a Euro plug. You can close that and make it look all tidy. And I have my electronics bag on here. There are drawers in here. There's 3 drawers, but they're extremely small. Very, very small. So please keep that in mind. And so now we're going to move to the bed. I know some people are probably screaming their heads off about the bed not being made, but again, I want to show you what it's like to actually live in here. And I'm not a person that typically makes the bed. So if you want to roast me, suck it. Because let's be honest, if you're going to roast me about this, then you better be a person that actually makes their bed. Because if you're like me, who does not make their bed, and you just want to roast me for fun, it's like, well, then you're wasting your time, because there's no point of roasting me if you do the exact same thing. So, and here's on this side of the bed only, you have a light switch that controls the light over the entrance of the cabin. And then you have a US plug here. You have 2 USBs, so I have a USB-C cable. I use an adapter so I can use the outlet there. Nice lamp. You have a little bit more storage down here. And there's storage underneath the bed, so right now my suitcase and my backpack are down there. And the extra pillows that this cabin came with. Across the bed you have your interactive TV. You can see the location. It has navigation, so it shows you where the ship is currently. You can watch TV if you want, order room service, that kind of thing. Now let me show you the controversial part of the cabin. And this is the infinite veranda cabin, which means there is no traditional balcony. This is quote unquote the balcony space. So what happens is, with these controls, these 2 switches here, if I hold it, this window, the top portion, comes down. But you have to hold the button. You have to hold it. So you can stop it at any point. If I were to continue holding it, this would come all the way down to like this, to here. So it only opens halfway. But as you can see, there's the lifeboats are right here, as I was saying earlier, but that's okay, because the lifeboats are below you, so you can get So you can at least see the ocean for the most part. But anyway, that is the controversial part of this cabin, and you can close these shutters if you want, but so again, you have to hold it. You have to hold the button to close the window all the way. Yeah. Okay, so now it's locked. Okay, so just like a traditional balcony cabin, in order for the AC to work in these cabins, this window has to be closed and locked in order for the AC to work. And that's the same thing for a traditional balcony, because a traditional balcony cabin on a cruise ship has a door, obviously, but that door needs to be closed and locked as well in order for the AC to work. So that's the same principle here. And what's really cool about this room, and I'm pretty sure from watching other videos, it's probably the same for the double occupancy cabins, is the attention to detail on the walls. When you look at the walls, you might think, oh, they're just plain walls. Most cabins on other cruise ships are just plain walls, but for these, if you look closely, let me show, they're actually textured. I know it's kind of hard to see a little bit, but you can see the texture. Yeah, just ever so slightly. It's hard to replicate it on camera, but like I said, that's the attention to detail on the ship. I mean, the entire ship is like this. Attention to detail. So anyway, there you go. There is the tour of my cabin on deck 6 of Celebrity Beyond, and I hope that was a good tour, and I'll see you next time.